Hello Claire, it's Wednesday. Today I said I was going to talk about revision techniques. So here we go. The first thing I wanted to show you was how I set up when I revise. I've just set up in the dining room. I've set up in here because it's a nice big empty space and it's completely separate from sleeping or watching television. But because I'm down here, I'm not in the mindset of Facebook, Tumblr, YouTube, anything like that. I've got paper of varying sizes. The A3 paper is mainly for making big posters to put on my wall and things like that. So I've actually got some posters down here of different organelles and their structures and things like that. And then on these ones, I've done slightly smaller posters and just made slightly smaller notes. Revision guide's really useful. I love my revision guide because I learnt a technique the other day. My friend taught me this brilliant technique which I have not stopped using. As you can see, I have stuck post-it notes onto the pages of the workbook, and I've done this to summarise what has been said in the revision guide. And it's really, really good, because then you just get the information that you need. You get more posters, post-it notes, etc. So they're really good. Then I've got my old workbooks from school, which I just have here, and I will be going through those and summarising those. Over here I've got my music, and I was playing it, but I obviously turned it off to do the video. But I find listening to music while revising really nice and sort of relaxing. Instrumental music I find particularly useful because there are no words to distract you or to sing along to, so I find the instrumental music the most useful when revising. Yesterday I actually had some violin Stefan Grappelli, and it was just really nice. The most important thing for me is colours. As you can see, I have a lot of colours here, mostly pens and things to write with. So I've got coloured Sharpies, and I've also got highlighters, and I've got my just regular colouring pens. I've got coloured biros as well for writing slightly neater things. And post-it notes, absolutely vital, as you saw. And then here I've got my sort of note card things in varying colours. I saw you had some of those as well. What I've done is I've punched a hole in the corner of all of the note cards and put a ring through it. And it's a really good way of just flicking through the notes and having them really easily available. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about today. I'm sure there are other revision techniques which are really good and really useful, but I hope I've shown you a couple of the things that help me, and hopefully you might use some of them. I wholeheartedly recommend the post-it notes in the revision guide because I've just found that so useful since I started doing it. So I hope that the advice I've given you will be useful to you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!